When you mention the Snow Queen, most people think of this, or even this. But the actual story was written by Hans Christian Andersen in 1845. It's told in 7 chapters. The first is about a wicked goblin who owns an evil mirror which makes everything look ugly and bad. He gives it to his goblin students who take it up to heaven, but they drop it and it shatters into 1,000 pieces that fall to earth. Then we meet a boy named Kay and a girl named Gerda. They live in town with their grandmother who tells them about the Queen of the Snowflakes, the Snow Queen. The next day, Kay and Gerda are up on the rooftop reading books when something falls into Kay's eye. It is a piece of the evil mirror. Another piece gets lodged in his heart. He now sees the world as cold and ugly. Soon he goes to the village square where the Snow Queen kidnaps him in her sleigh. They fly away high above the town. She kisses him and the cold goes through his whole body. He is now happy to go with the Snow Queen to her icy palace. Gerda was at home worried about what had happened to poor Kay. She decided that she would go try to find him. She went down to the river and found herself floating downstream on a small boat. The river took her right past the home of an old woman. The woman invited Gerda in. She sat her down by a big bowl of cherries and began brushing her hair. She invited her out to the garden to play in the flowers in hopes that Gerda would forget about Kay and stay with her. Gerda realises she is wasting her time and travels on through the dark forest as quickly as she can. Soon she meets a crow who tells her he thinks Kay is at the palace of the prince and princess nearby. He helps Gerda sneak up the back stairs and into their bedroom. Feeling pity for her, they give her a golden coach and driver to travel through the forest. But a band of thieves attacks the coach and takes Gerda back to their castle. Although the robber girl seems scary, she befriends Gerda. Her pet pigeons tell Gerda that they saw Kay being taken away by the Snow Queen. The robber girl lets Gerda ride her reindeer to Lapland to find the Snow Queen's palace. They meet an old Finnish woman who consults her magic scrolls and tells Gerda how to find the Snow Queen's palace. When they get near the gates of the palace, evil snowflakes come out to attack her. Gerda cries for help, and from her breath angels appear with swords and armour to protect her so she can enter the palace. In the final chapter, the Snow Queen leaves Kay alone in her ice palace while she goes off to spread her icy coldness to other lands. He works on a puzzle made of pieces of ice. Gerda comes through the doors, sees Kay and runs to him. She hugs him and cries warm tears which melt his cold heart and wash away the pieces of the evil mirror. They jump on the reindeer and make their way back home. They travel through the forest all the way back to the village and their grandmother. They once again sit by the fire while she reads them stories. But now they are both grown up, and they know they must always keep love and warmth in their hearts.